JohnCMaxwell, Failing Forward, Turning Mistakes into Stepping Stones for Success. In the riveting book, Failing Forward, Turning Mistakes into Stepping Stones for Success, JohnCMaxwell transforms the notion of failure into a powerful learning tool, capable of paving the way for success. Delving into the lives of successful entrepreneurs and inventors, Maxwell illustrates the incredible resilience, problem-solving, and determination that characterize their approaches to challenges. This summary offers insight into the importance of channeling failure to achieve unexpected victories and outlines key strategies for doing so, including embracing accountability, overcoming fear, and refining people's skills.
Embracing failure for success. Most entrepreneurs recognize that failure is a crucial aspect of achieving success. On average, it takes them 3.8 failed ventures before finding success. Learning from failures can lead to better opportunities, as demonstrated by Sergio Zyman's experience at Coca-Cola. Zyman's introduction of the failed New Coke ultimately led to the successful launch of Coca-Cola Classic. The willingness to embrace failure and learn from it can be a significant factor in achieving long-term success. Embracing failure's hidden rewards. It's easy to assume that failure only has negative consequences, but in reality, failure can create unexpected opportunities and spark the motivation for future success. Thomas Edison's journey in improving the telegraph machine led him to the discovery of recording sound, an entirely new invention. Similarly, the firing of Home Depot's founder, Bernie Marcus, became the catalyst for establishing one of the most successful retail businesses in history. By embracing failure, we open ourselves to new possibilities and valuable life lessons that can pave the way to success. Failure can surprise us by revealing unforeseen opportunities, as legendary inventor Thomas Edison discovered during his attempts to improve the telegraph machine. Despite years of little progress, he realized that his modifications could be used to record and playback sound, leading him to invent the phonograph. William Marston, a 20th-century author, inventor, and psychologist, referred to such experiences as drawing dividends from failure and considered this ability as crucial to achieving success. Failure can also drive us to change our lives for the better, as demonstrated by the story of Home Depot's billionaire founder, Bernie Marcus. After his dismissal as the CEO of Handy Dan due to internal conflicts, Marcus, along with a former co-worker, opened their own hardware store to avoid being vulnerable to corporate power struggles. Today, Home Depot is celebrated as one of the greatest retail accomplishments in history, proving that failure can indeed fuel growth and success. Embracing responsibility amidst adversity. Failure often comes from uncontrollable factors, but taking responsibility for finding new solutions is within our control. In 1997, Greg Horn's supermarket was destroyed by a flood, and he didn't have flood insurance. Instead of giving up, Horn rebuilt his store, supporting his employees during the process, exemplifying that our actions determine our future. Similarly, tennis player Roger Crawford, despite being born with a disability, chose to chase his dreams and focused on personal responsibility. Contrarily, another man with the same condition let bitterness impede his success. When we take responsibility for our circumstances, we shape our own destiny. Embracing failure, unlocking success. Surprisingly, failure can yield tremendous benefits when approached with the right mindset. David Bales and Ted Orland's 1993 book, Art and Fear, shares a powerful anecdote demonstrating that by making more mistakes, we can actually achieve higher quality results. A ceramics teacher divided her class, challenging one group to create as many works of art as possible, while the other focused on perfecting just one piece. Interestingly, the first group, allowed to learn from their mistakes along the way, produced higher quality artwork than their counterparts. However, learning from failure requires a conscious effort to understand and analyze where things went wrong. A Peanuts comic strip highlights our tendency to overlook valuable lessons when Charlie Brown, after witnessing his sand castle destroyed by a wave, doesn't bother to understand the failure. Only by intentionally identifying the causes of failure can we truly learn, grow, and leverage our newfound wisdom to achieve unparalleled success. Embrace failure, achieve success. Think of failures as red lights. They may temporarily halt you, but they don't have to define your journey. Overcoming the fear of failure is essential for personal and professional success. Pioneers like Amelia Earhart achieved greatness because they dared to push through their failures. Confronting challenges in everyday activities and at work helps build resilience, gain respect, and ultimately, paves the way to achieve big wins. Just as red lights temporarily halt us on our drives around town, life may offer failures, but they don't need to halt our overall progress. Reframing failure as a momentary pause rather than a dead end increases our chances of achieving success. Amelia Earhart, a pioneering American aviator, serves as an excellent example of embracing failure and moving forward. Despite crashing her plane while attempting to fly around the equator, she persisted in her flying career, ultimately claiming 6 world records, including the first solo female pilot to cross the Atlantic. Small daily activities offer valuable opportunities to confront the fear of failure. Despite the inherent risk, most people continue driving cars regularly. Choosing alternative options like cycling or avoiding risk altogether may even increase the likelihood of accidents, as seen in the 15% and 17% of accident-related injuries associated with cycling in home-based activities, respectively. In our professional lives, embracing challenges and taking risks reflect ambition and discourage mediocrity. Choosing to adopt daring strategies or accepting greater responsibility displays the intent to confront failure and often garners team respect. Conversely, avoiding risks projects a lack of motivation or laziness. It is undeniable that taking risks may sometimes lead to failure. However, embracing these setbacks and learning from them creates an environment in which long-term success thrives. So remember, like red lights on the road, failures may stop you momentarily, but they don't determine your final destination. Unlock success with 3 key skills. Unleashing your potential for success lies in practicing 3 fundamental abilities: effective goal setting, exceptional people skills, and a consistently positive mindset. Being able to focus your desire for change into well-defined objectives, communicate and collaborate with others, and maintain a constructive outlook can open up new opportunities and lead to a more fulfilling life. Setting precise goals transforms ambiguous desires into actionable steps. Instead of lamenting a tedious job, for instance, establish specific targets that will help you improve your lifestyle. Investing in real estate to generate passive income could bring you closer to early retirement. Establishing well-defined objectives helps channel your energies productively, setting you on the path to success. Developing excellent people skills can propel you to even greater accomplishments. In today's interconnected world, achieving goals often involves working with stakeholders, investors, teams, and employees. By honing your communication, negotiation, and conversation abilities, you will be better equipped to rally support from others and unlock new prospects for personal and professional growth. Possessing a positive mindset gives you an instant edge in life. Valuing even the most challenging experiences can make the difference between quitting and persevering. Consider the tale of a girl dissatisfied after moving across America for her husband. A letter from her mother reminded her of a story about 2 prisoners. One saw mud when looking up through the bars, the other saw stars. The girl realized that although she couldn't change her circumstances, she could alter her attitude. By embracing a positive outlook, she opened her eyes to new opportunities hidden by her previous discontent. To realize your full potential, practice setting well-defined goals, develop exemplary people skills, and maintain a persistent positive attitude. These 3 essential skills hold the key to unlocking personal and professional success.
To conclude, Failing Forward offers a refreshing perspective on the role of failure in achieving success. By embracing their setbacks, bold entrepreneurs and inventors are able to find new opportunities for growth and development. The book encourages readers to adopt a proactive, accountable mindset, stipulating that failure is nothing more than a temporary barrier to be conquered on our path to success. Key takeaways from the book include learning from mistakes, taking responsibility for your situation, facing your fear of failure, setting clear goals, and cultivating a positive attitude. By approaching failure with an open mind and an eagerness to learn, you can unlock your full potential and make your dreams a reality.